Business alert right now. San Francisco is the epicenter of all things AI. The Claman Countdown is headed for HumanX, where more than 6,500 attendees will gather to hear leaders, startups, and policymakers discuss the future of artificial intelligence. The list of companies in attendance range from, of course, the big tech giants and the hyperscalers, Amazon, Google, Microsoft, NVIDIA, AMD, to industry vanguards, OpenAI, Anthropic, and Perplexity. I am heading there tonight, taking a flight right after this show, and one of the star speakers at HumanX in just a few hours will be OpenAI Chairman Bret Taylor. But his own company, Sora, is revealing some new developments for the future of customer service. I mean, have you been hanging on to the phone with a bank or anybody else and it takes forever? Well, enterprise AI search firm Sora, which builds conversational AI agents, is introducing the first Level 1 PCI-compliant payment capability system. What is that, you ask? PCI-compliant means AI agents, read, not you, but representing you, can securely handle credit and debit card payments while keeping your data protected. How does that work? Well, let's bring in the man behind it, Sora co-founder and CEO Bret Taylor, who also happens to be the chairman of OpenAI's board of directors. And yes, Bret, we are going to hassle you about, we'll talk to you about OpenAI and the maybe upcoming IPO. But first, let's get to this. You know, nearly half of the Fortune 50 companies, these are big companies, work with Sora. SiriusXM, Sonos, Wayfair, SoFi, Chime, you can see all the names here, Rivian, Casper, Weight Watchers. Talk to me about this new payment feature that doesn't require a human to handle payments.
Well, think about it, the times you've been on the phone, maybe with your phone company or cable company or SiriusXM, and your credit card expired, and you just need to update your payment.
Right.
For a long time, it's the most sensitive financial data, and now an AI agent can collect that information, take payments. But I think the bigger picture here is Sora AI agents aren't just for customer service, they're for your customer experience, and the core of customer experience is commerce, and now agents can actually perform commerce. And it's really, you joked PCI level 1, it sounds really technical. It's so important because it's all about protecting your financial information. And what's exciting about this is now you can build these AI agents that could be the front door to your brand, which we've done at companies like Nordstrom or Next or Cigna Health Insurance. And those agents can safely collect credit cards. I think this is really the next generation of AI agents for customer experience.
Let me play the customer, not your customer, but the customer calling the companies that you represent with this new service. Tell me exactly how it would work. Let's just say I am calling up and I have a million questions, and one of the, but what about this isn't working? You're telling me that an AI agent is going to be able to handle every contingent type of question? Like, how do you program it to be ready for that?
What's so neat about AI agents is it's not just a bunch of rules. You remember ancient history 3 years ago? When you talk to a chatbot, you'd go slightly off the rails and it's cannot compute, and you'd have to talk to a real person. I was the type of person when I, talked to a computer on the phone, I'd immediately say, agent, agent, agent. Well, now these AI agents not only sound human, but they can handle complex questions, they can handle nuance. If you come with 3 problems, it can help you solve all 3 problems at the same time. But the most amazing thing is it's not hard to deploy. One of the secret reasons why Sora is so popular among the Fortune 100 is how quickly we can help companies be successful. So you probably shop at Nordstrom. We went live with Nordstrom in 4 weeks. With their agent ahead of Black Friday. And so I think a lot of companies are thinking, hey, how can I use this AI to improve my customer experience? You don't need to wait on hold, so you can ask those hard questions. And I think a lot of people think it can be hard, and I think we're at the point with this technology is you can get these next generation experiences. You can now, for the first time, accept payments, and you can launch in a matter of weeks, not months. And I think that is really the main value proposition of Sora.
And you can guarantee it's a time saver, because so many of us have been those people who go, operator, operator, banging that the 0 button. But they've gotten smart, some of these companies. You just go into nowhere, and it's extremely frustrating talking to an inanimate voice.
Well, let's just take an example where your credit card expired on a subscription. This happens to me all the time. Do you really want the warm human touch? No, you just want it fixed, right? You just want the credit card updated so you can move on with your life. This is the power of AI. The problem with the old world is if you want to talk to a real person, even if they're the best person in the world, you start by waiting on hold. Well, with Sora, there's no more elevator music. You can actually just get it solved right then. And so, it's our obligation to make these things delightful. And I'm so proud of the delight that we're driving in the customer experiences that we're powering. But for us as consumers, I think it really all comes down to saving us time. And I don't think that it's probably the least respectful thing you can do to your customers is make them wait on hold. And with AI, you can solve their problems instantly. You can do so in almost every spoken language in the world. And you can now do really sophisticated things like everything from insurance claims to accepting payments. We're really in this new world. Imagine that I don't know if it's just my age, but if I have to call a restaurant to make a reservation, I'm like, man, are you kidding me? You don't have an open table or something like that? I think we're gonna get to a world where when you call on the phone, if you have to wait on hold to talk to a person, you're gonna say, gosh, don't you just have an AI I can talk to? I'm not sure we're there yet, but that's the world we're trying to.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to that moment and see if it ever really comes. You got to prove it, okay? I'm a show me type of person. I'll wait to see. Bret,
I'll come back a year from now. You can let me know.
Okay, sounds good. Let me get to OpenAI, the IPO. Everybody's talking about it, and there's this rumor that you've got the CFO, Sarah Friar, in a little bit of disagreement with Sam Altman, who runs the whole company, about when this company should launch its IPO. He's got a value of coming up against about $900 billion or maybe even $1 trillion. And so people are very excited about this. And I want you, isn't it always the board chairman who gets to be the tiebreaker? Be the tiebreaker. Sarah Friar thinks it's going to be, according to the information, next year. She wants it to be, just to work out some kinks. Sam Altman, according to the information, says this year, maybe even as soon as the fourth quarter. What's a tiebreaker?
Well, I'm not going to disclose the timing, but I can tell you the idea that there's misalignment, I think, is just false. As you know, I mean, I've been the privilege of being a lot of companies that have gone public. I was the CTO of Facebook when we went public. I was at Google when we went public in a much more junior role than that. Really making your company ready for public markets is a really formidable task. And so, Sarah's really leading the charge there. And it's really important that Sam, the CFO, the board, we have these discussions not only about our finances, but also, all the, regulatory and reporting requirements for going public. Really what we're focused on is just having the best business and being able to serve our mission, which is to ensure that artificial general intelligence serves humanity. And that means ChatGPT, which I think is the most important consumer product in AI. It means Codex, which is the highest quality software engineering agent in AI, and ensuring that our research team has the resources and compute they need to continue to deliver the world's best models. And I think going public is an important milestone in that, but I think it's like really, it's fun to report on this so-called drama, but really we're all aligned towards the same goal here at OpenAI.
Yeah, it is fun to report on drama. That's what we do. But okay, so you're giving us that word. We will wait and see. And I really just have to quickly ask you, because everybody was wondering what happened with Sora, the AI video rollout that you guys had that looked really successful at the start. When you first put it out there, everybody was, if I got a video every 5 seconds from, look what I did, I made a polar bear jump around in, an ice cream sundae or something. There were massive numbers of downloads. In the first 5 days, you were up to 1 million every single minute. And so my question is, why did OpenAI decide to abandon Sora?
Yeah, for what's worth, I like Sora too, but I'm actually really proud of the company for deciding to stop doing it because it's a sign of focus. And I think, we're really, as a company, saying, what are the things that we want to be the best in the world at? We want ChatGPT to be the best personal AI experience. We want Codex to be the best platform for software engineering. We want our APIs to be the best possible intelligence for businesses around the world to power their own services. And when you end up deciding what you want to be the best at, you need to prune the things that aren't core to what you're trying to do. So Sora was really popular. It was delightful. It was really funny. I had so many Sora videos forward to me. But I think one of the most important things that an executive can do is decide what not to do. And when you're in a research lab like OpenAI, I think it's important you kind of let a lot of ideas out there and see, just because I think it's really important to, enable the researchers and product designers to explore and innovate. Okay. But with that, you have to have the discipline to cancel things when you want to focus more.
Bret, Good luck with your speech in a few hours at HumanX, and I'll see you on the other end.